G-humans.
It's G-humans. It's not I don't have email. I have e-human. I'm surprised that doesn't exist yet. Fuck, it probably does.
Oh, I guarantee it does somewhere.
Looking that up. Okay, guys. Gord has stuff for us.
So, we love our stories from India because India, you guys have got you're the Florida man of the planet, and it's fantastic. I love reading about your stuff that goes on there. So there was a big rainstorm in the Uttar Pradesh's Ghaziabad district.
It was quite the storm.
It was quite the storm. Well, a bunch of people, do I have the least, around 40 people had taken shelter in a cremation site. It's like a little bit of like it's like a small sort of building. It was done as a cremation facility in northern India. And 40 people had all got in there to get them underneath from out of the rain, and the roof collapsed, killing 19. How do you go into a crematorium and get crushed?
That's rough.
That's just asking. Now, my favorite thing is this one, because I think it's all about these one-liners from the way these guys write these articles. The cause of the collapse was not immediately clear, but authorities planned to investigate. You've got 19 dead, and you're just gonna. Well, we'll look into it.
We'll look into it. Chances are they died of COVID.
Guarantee it. So 38 people were trapped, 19 were killed on the scene, or died on the way to the hospital. I just thought that was just. Oh, that's just India.
Can we get like Mike Holmes or someone to go to India and teach them how to make a ceiling that doesn't collapse? Because they've got some issues with their ceilings there.
Oh my God. I can't stop laughing at it. I really can't. It's just fucking funny to me. These, just for the record, the reason why there were so many people there is because they were there at a funeral. So they were just around that area, and when the rain hit, so everybody just ran for cover because they don't have cars apparently.
Yeah, that's well. At least they don't have far to go.
I mean, oh my God, you died in a crematorium of a fucking collapse. I mean, that's just amazing. I don't care who you are.
They all died of COVID.
All died of COVID. Every one of them. Oh man. So when I was also looking up for some of the weird stories that happened this year, that didn't have to do with COVID, I did come up with 9 little stories here that I think are kind of humorous. At least some of them are. One of them, I still don't understand why it's even mentioned, but we'll get to that later. This one's a great one. There's this who's this guy? Nissan's Carlos Kozin. So this guy is a top guy with the Nissan company.
That doesn't make you the top of anything, by the way.
Not really. He fled. He was under house arrest in Japan in late 2019, and he wanted out. So in January 2020, he put himself in a giant box that was labeled as a musical instrument. He got found.
Gee, you think?
But he got out of Japan and into Lebanon through Turkey. And he got all the way through there when and what's great is that Yamaha, when the news broke, Yamaha tweeted this. They said, "We won't mention the reason, but there have been many tweets about climbing inside a large musical instrument cases. A warning after any unfortunate accident could be too late. So we ask people to please not try it."
Yeah, don't Don't do that.
Way to go, Yamaha, for jumping on that and just making them look dumb. So I thought that was great.
Japan is such a spectacular place.
So he actually hit. It was a double bass case, is what he was hiding in. So,
well,
there you
go. I don't even know what to say about that. That's
right.
Pretty spectacular. Way to go,
so good.
Nissan. That's why your car company does so well.
So good.
It's like, what are these people that are all, I can't handle house arrest? But you're in your house. How bad is your house?
Yeah. And if it's that bad, maybe you should do something to fix it.
I would, my house, I would love it if they're like, oh, you have to go to jail, but it's in your house. I'd be like, sweet. I am going to sit and play guitar for the next 6 months.
I'm going to write a ton of music. I'm going to check out the most graphic porn I can find. And
they don't take away your stuff. You're still in your own house with your own stuff, doing whatever the hell you want. You just have to wear a weird ankle bracelet.
Yeah. The only real difference when it comes out to it is you just can't go out for a beer.
You know, really? Well, technically. But there's ways.
That's it. So I don't, for some reason, I don't quite remember this, but until I've read a little bit further on, I'm like, oh fuck, I remember hearing something about that. In May, Madonna hosted a telethon to raise money to tackle the coronavirus. Right?
Okay.
She ended up raising 7.4 billion euros in pledges. And with some countries promising a lot and others not even bothering to donate anything. Madonna herself pledged $1 million towards the cause herself. Now, what's funny about this is that she released a thing on social media. It was her that released this, and this is what's genius. She released a thing saying that Estonia and Lithuania, who didn't put up any money, are being taken out of the European Union, and she's getting a seat. And it was just a gag. It was just a funny thing to say, just sort of say, like, look, even I should have a sort of seat, but whatever. But it ended up getting reported as real news.
Of course it did.
And it got put out saying, oh my God, she is now part of the EU. No, she's not. Just fucking people.
The news is just such a ridiculous thing now. And you know who it was that made it like that? It was Pulitzer. The dude the Pulitzer Prize is named after. He's the one who made it all, like, he put entertainment in it. That was his contribution to journalism, was to make it the lovely pot of crap that it is today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pulitzer, you piece of crap.
I just read about him over the holidays. Very interesting. What a piece of crap he was. I can't believe I'm defending Madonna. Usually she does such stupid crap. But way to
go, Madonna. You gotta give credit when credit's due.
I guess so.
Now, this is something I also didn't know, and I wish I knew about at the time, because, man, I would have brought this up on the fucking show if I knew about this. A former member of the Russian parliament and current head of the Union of Women, he basically came forward, she came forward. She came forward when an ice cream called Rainbow came out, and she said that it should be banned because it promotes homosexuality.
I couldn't agree more.
I can't even. Ekaterina Lakova told Vladimir Putin that advertisements for the multicolored ice cream could lead to children becoming, quote, accustomed to the LGBTQ community's rainbow-colored flag. We can't.
Well, that's just fact. Haven't we had rainbow ice cream forever?
Apparently, they just did it.
Not in
The
Russia,
rest of these
'cause
quotes is what makes this more genius, though, dude.
they've got
Just
nothing in Russia. Like, think about that. They're
no.
just getting like different flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Quote, they're quietly promoting these nice rainbow colors using nice words. They're advertising an ice cream called Rainbow. Lakhova told Putin, seemingly undermining her own argument by pointing out that the only ice cream with nice colors and children like nice colors and rainbows. Quote, I have the same negative feelings about the rainbow as I do about the swastika, she said.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What happens every time after it rains? What do you do?
That fucking rainbow is a fag. Like, what do you say that? That's the most insane shit ever.
Like my t-shirt. Every time you see a rainbow, God's having gay sex.
Fucking fantastic.
That's like I don't get, like, they're just a thing that occurs naturally. How do you ban rainbows? You have to ban rain.
Yeah, and good luck with that.
That's awesome.
Have you ever heard of Dr. Stella Emanuel?
That actually sounds familiar for some reason.
Oh, you'll remember this one. This is the woman who stood on the steps of the U.S. Supreme Court and loudly proclaimed, nobody needs to get sick. The virus has a cure, and it's called hydrochloroquine.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. I have treated over 350 patients and have not had one death.
Right.
Right? That's what she said. Well, she is. Turns out that she holds some rather unconventional views. She claims that medical issues such as cysts, infertility, and impotence are caused by people having sex with, quote, spirit husbands or spirit wives. So you're, yeah. And also that real life ailments stem from demonic sperm after demon dream sex.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
So, and these are the people that can stand up in the U.S. Supreme Court.
I couldn't agree more. Demon sperm is second to COVID in things we have to worry about right now.
Oh my God.
But COVID's totally legit. We should be listening to people about that. All these other insane stories, they're just insane. But COVID, yeah, that one makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Absolutely. In Spain, so they had, in the early days of the pandemic, they had the whole thing where it was, you were literally house locked. It was forbidden to go out even for a walk. That is, unless if you were walking a dog, then you were allowed to go outside. But there's a stretch where they said, nope, that's it. You stay home, you get home, you do not walk out your door. That's it. Well, So this led to people hiring out their dogs to neighbors who wanted to go out for a jog and for a walk and whatnot. So they would loan out their dogs. Well, when this wasn't enough, then people got to taking other animals for a stroll. Now, they didn't make this perfectly clear initially, but people were caught walking a goat, a chicken, and one guy even was out walking a crab.
Yeah. You got to walk your crabs.
And so they had to turn around and they had to be very specific, and it literally only extends to it's been extended to canaries and Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs.
Yeah, you need to walk your canary. They don't just fly.
Canaries? I can't take my chicken, but I can take my canary for a walk.
Well, that just makes perfect sense.
Oh, it's just amazing.
How many canary is there in Spain that's an issue that needs to be considered?
I just